Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another week of You Like That podcast, where you're joined with me. My name is Adam. I am one half of You Like That podcast.
My name's Jack. I'm the other half of the You Like That podcast.
And guys, it is finally time to die. 007, No Time to Die, has finally been released to the world.
Yep.
I'm going to get into the delays, how many it took once we talk about it, but by God, we finally got it. Yes, so this week, we're finishing off the Daniel Craig 007 series, looking at No Time to Die. We'll give you the brief rundown and then get to the spoilers because, there's spoilers. It's a spoiler.
Yeah, there is things to spoil.
We'll spoil some things about it. But we got a pretty stacked news week as well. It's been a nice, good one for us. And then a few questions to round out the day so we can go and eat some KFC. I'm so craving for this. It's what's going to get me through this fucking episode.
Fuck yeah.
Alrighty. So, guys, if you are joining us for the first time, make sure you hit subscribe or like if you're listening, watching us. It's very easy to do.
Correct.
It's.
I thought I had a joke lined up. That's what my face was for, and I was like,
I was wondering, I'm just like,
I'm gonna make a joke, and then it just like packed up its suitcases and walked out of my head.
Bro, I'm just doing the niceties, getting them all around.
I guarantee we'll get to the end of the episode and I'll remember the joke.
100%. That's how this show works, guys.
Splice it in.
Make sure you subscribe to us. Link below for all our socials everywhere. You can find us everywhere as well. All right, let's jump for the news for the week. Let's start off with Home Sweet Home Alone. It is out into the world.
Why?
Because it's
has nothing to do with us.
I know, but it's been released. It's out there, and not surprisingly,
Let me guess, it's shit.
It has majorly disappointed the world. I just wanted to bring in because the Rotten Tomatoes score is shared between 18 and 19% with the critics and audience.
That's not good.
It is a shambles.
Oh, mate.
I don't... Honestly, when we saw that announcement, everyone went, no.
No.
That's not going to work. And you got a little chubby fat kid like that, and you put him in 2021.
Yeah.
That don't work. So, unsurprisingly, Home Sweet Home Alone will never be touched on this show. I just want to get that out of the way.
Thank God.
We also got an announcement that the Foo Fighters are releasing a horror comedy movie.
Yeah.
Called Studio 666.
I'm the biggest Foo fan in the world, and I don't know anything about this.
No, it just randomly popped up.
I don't think there's a record attached to it. I think
it's literally just going to be
I think
it's going to be the Fooies. Yeah, 100%.
They're releasing a Halloween movie in February too. That's very funny.
Yeah, that's it. February 2022 is when we're going to get that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's going to just be a
It'll be fun
comedy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one.
Yes.
Dave Grohl's always a great guy like that.
One of the funniest people on the planet.
Yes, he is. Some news out of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Big delay. Delayed until winter 2023.
If I'm still alive when this movie comes out, I'll be genuinely dumbfounded. That is such a long time away.
I know. They'd already started shooting as well.
That's crazy.
But I didn't see a reason as to why the delays happened. For something significant like that, I can only assume maybe script differences, maybe some creative issues.
Quote unquote creative differences.
Yeah.
Which means it's not very good already. It's
bad. Speaking of a little bit of delay, not really much of a delay, but Doctor Strange 2 is undergoing significant reshoots and additional photography.
Yeah, that's a worry.
They're posting that they're doing 6 weeks, 6 days a week.
Reshoots are always bad. If you hear the word reshoots, that's bad.
And when
reshoots means something.
And when they say significant reshoots, it's not just we missed a couple scenes we want to touch up. This is
that means they were editing it and they either went, this doesn't make sense, this is too complicated, maybe the multiverse is too complicated, or it's just not very good.
Someone saw it and went, look at what we're putting out on the slate now.
But it's also Disney and Marvel. I don't know what the fuck that was. Is there a possum in here? Is something falling apart?
I don't know.
I wonder if that's coming through on the audio.
It'd be fucking hilarious.
That's really scary. It's also Disney, and Disney, they when what's his name, Scott Derrickson originally pitched this movie as a horror, Disney did the Disney thing and said, we're politely parting ways, when that just means they fired him for doing something different.
Pretty much, yeah.
So maybe, I think Sam Raimi just took on Scott Derrickson's film and they didn't change anything.
Yeah, he was like, no, I'm doing a different one. It's not going to be the same.
I doubt that. And yeah, I just think Disney still aren't happy with it. I think it might be too weird.
Might be implications to maybe...
Might just be shit.
What happens between No Way Home. Maybe that...
Could be a test audience thing. Like maybe someone tested No Way Home and they were like, oh, we want more of this, less of that. I don't know.
It's weird because it could
we
be...
We'll literally never know. It's Disney.
You know, depending how secret No Way Home has been for like the rest of like Marvel's list of directors for future films and that.
Yeah. That noise is very concerning.
It's really concerning me. I don't know. I think it's Brooke outside. I don't know.
There's a manhole cover there too. What if there's a person living in our roof?
I know. It just sounds like it's out the door or something, but it's weird. Yeah, depending like if like they had to start shooting Doctor Strange, but they were like, can't tell you what happens in Spider-Man because obviously Doctor Strange is in No Way Home.
Yeah, that's a very expensive secret cover. I don't think they would do that.
Could take a bit.
I think, yeah, my guess is they tested No Way Home.
Yeah.
And they either really like something in that, which isn't in Doctor Strange 2, or vice versa. There's too much of something in Doctor Strange 2 that's fine in a small amount in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because, like, obviously Doctor Strange is a huge part of Spider-Man. Like,
yeah, it's definitely Brooke outside.
We might know on Wednesday
how much... Brooke out her now.
Yeah, how much Doctor Strange is going to play into Spider-Man, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. Disney will just shut their yaps, I think.
Is that your pants or something?
It's not my pants. It's definitely outside.
Just vamp for a second. This might get cut out.
Yeah, anyway, I don't know if Adam will talk about it later, but there's the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer coming on Wednesday. That is absolutely picking up on the microphone.
Definitely staying in the video. Holy shit.
Spider-Man No Way Home trailer on Wednesday. I'll do a video on it. There were leaked images of certain characters in certain costumes and a certain character sitting at a dinner table. If this is in the news, we're doing it now.
Yeah. It wasn't, but I was going to talk about it.
Okay, yeah. Significant.
Also, why we were so concerned, Brooke was putting away toilet paper into the linen cupboard.
Oh, good. I'm glad she did that right now.
I'm glad it's not a possum.
Yeah, I'm glad there's not someone living in the roof.
Yeah, that's good to know as well.
Quite concerning.
No Way Home. The
significant leaks. Trailer confirmed for Wednesday morning for us, which is good for me because I can knock out a video before work.
Yep, which would be good. Can't wait to see that one.
I think they're going to give so much away in this trailer.
Well, they said expect big surprises.
I don't give a fuck. I want it. Put it in me.
No, 100%. It's so close now. Like,
hold my mouth open with a spoon and
it's
just
literally
fucking cram the
It is 1 month away.
I want all of it.
It is 1 month away.
I want to see everything right now. So
honestly, it doesn't matter now.
Yeah, I don't care how spoilery this trailer is.
Give me a 2-hour trailer. That's the whole
so
movie,
bad.
and I'll still go fucking watch
I want it so fucking bad. I finally saw the first trailer in cinemas for the first time.
Yeah. It's really good seeing it on the big screen.
And I was still just like...
Yeah.
So close now.
I know, we're so very
so
close. We are so damn close.
Yeah, we're obviously not going to spoil that outside of a spoiler video.
Yes.
That's why I'm dancing around it.
Yes. Look upon the internet if you wish. You will find those answers. We have also been given a title, teaser poster, and release window for the upcoming Predator prequel.
Yep.
It is titled Prey.
Like with an E, not with an A.
Yep. As I reported when they first announced that they were doing this, still being set 300 years before the first Predator film in the Comanche Nation.
Yep.
So we're looking at a tribal type film.
Yep.
This is set for release late 2022.
Yep.
But it's being streamed on Hulu.
Yeah, which sometimes goes to Disney Plus for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Someone will pick it up for Australia.
I think it'll get a cinematic release, honestly.
It should get at least a limited run.
Yeah.
Also being directed by Dan Trachtenberg.
Dan Trachtenberg. That name excites me, and I don't remember why.
10 Cloverfield Lane.
10 Cloverfield. Yeah, fuck, that really excites me.
So it's a big step. Obviously,
I don't think anyone can make a good Predator movie anymore.
Honestly, we had the first one.
First one's good.
The second one was very.
Second one, yeah, it's not very.
Actually, you know what? I liked Predators.
Oh yeah, there you go. Predators is spectacularly good.
Yeah.
We'll do that on extra one time.
Fuck yeah.
But
yeah, so it'd be interesting to see.
Cool.
I
guess.
think this has a better chance because they're moving away from current civilization.
Yeah, in the city, like
You're going very primal. You're going very into the predator zone, where it's literally not going to be he's been taken by the fucking Secret Service or he's crashed his plane.
Less fucking obnoxious American characters. Like, holy shit.
This is going to be a much more cat and mouse game that could maybe lead to a further future for the Predator series because it's still such like a huge franchise. Yet they keep fucking it up, but everyone's like, yeah, but I still like it though. I still like the series.
That's just the strength of the first movie.
Yeah.
How good the first movie is.
Exactly.
And the design of the Predator and stuff. People love it.
Yep.
Fuck it. No dialogue. Not a single line of dialogue.
I honestly wouldn't care.
I'd be kind of into that. Just pure atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be sick.
I'd be down on it.
Yeah, hell
without a doubt. Now, let's jump into Disney Plus Day to round out this news segment.
Yep.
So Disney Plus Day happened. They announced a whole bunch of new upcoming Disney Plus series, exclusives, and whatnot have you. We're just going to focus on the main Marvel side of things, basically, because the animated ones are just like, there's some animated shorts coming. You're getting a Baymax series. You're getting
another Simpsons special.
A Simpsons special of some sort.
It'll be really sad and not good.
You're getting those ones. But the main ones we want to focus on. First off the bat, we got a first look at Nick Fury in Secret Invasion.
He's got a big scraggly beard.
Got a big old grey scraggly beard, not wearing the eye patch.
No eye patch, yeah.
A little glowing blue eye. Very ominous.
Yeah.
Very secretive.
I wonder what happened on that soundstage on the scroll ship that we saw at the end of Far From Home.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, just cool to see that Samuel Jackson's still kicking around in it.
Sure.
It'll be fun. We got our first look at She-Hulk.
We did, sort of.
We got
some costume.
Couple photos.
She's just a normal-sized lady.
Normal-sized lady, just a bit green and a bit muscly.
Yeah. Tatiana Maslany, Orphan Black is one of the best shows of all time, and she's the reason for it. So I'm super confident. We also see the Ruff.
We see the Ruff. We see him as Smart Hulk. We also see like a 70s, 80s type look for him and Tatiana.
Yeah.
And he's just
it might be time travel.
It's just like, okay.
Interesting.
Well, the Ruff is still kicking on. I love it.
Yeah.
We got... this one was the funniest. The first look at Miss Marvel.
Yeah, fuck, that was like dog shit.
Which looks like if you ordered a CW show from Wish.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's like a kid's show.
It definitely is looking like that.
Yeah, because it looks like they haven't put much money into it at all.
It could just
looks
be...
terrible.
It could be a throw-off.
It looks terrible.
It did. That costume is just so cardboard box-like.
It just looks shit. Like the photos of it. You're right with the CW comparison. You're just like, ooh, that's okay.
Because like it's a very vibrant, bright look to it.
Yeah.
But it just has that look to it where I'm going, this looks like season 7 of The Flash.
Yeah. I was never gonna watch it anyway.
No. I'm not going to jump on that one. We also got the announcement for X-Men 97. The animated series to follow the 90s X-Men animated series.
Yeah.
I remember watching that as a kid, just randomly. The episodes would come on.
Yeah, it'd be on every now and then.
Every now and then I was just like, I like these characters.
Because Australia, we didn't get the full runs of things.
Nah, we just got episodes.
Things would just appear every now and then.
Just got episodes here.
Very weird.
We got the title for Agatha, House of Harkness.
Yep.
She's getting her show. All for that because she is fucking brilliant.
Yep.
The announcement of Spider-Man Freshman Year.
Yep.
Another animated series.
Set in the MCU.
Set in the MCU, showing Parker's becoming of Spider-Man.
Yep.
Something we didn't get with Holland, which was a good thing when that movie hit.
Mm-hmm.
But we get another animated series of that. And then the big one that I wanted to end on, our first look at Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac looks fucking brilliant.
Was there a trailer that I just missed, or was it just screenshots from a trailer?
It was screenshots, but it was like a 35-second teaser.
Yeah, right.
Where it was really the still photos you saw. That's all the trailer was.
Because they're like moving. Like they're clearly in blurry. Like, yeah.
It was just those still photos, but extended longer and a little bit of dialogue.
Yeah.
But judging from that, my expectations have been hit already.
I don't know anything about Moon Knight, so I don't know what my expectations even are. I know it's going to be violent.
I know
probably.
absolutely nothing about it either. But
Oscar Isaac looks good.
seeing the source material and then seeing this, I'm like, the costume's on.
Yeah.
The costume is dead on.
Yeah. I'd like to look into him more.
Yeah. Oscar Isaac, he's an absolutely gorgeous man, and I love everything that he does.
Yeah, he'll be good.
And I'm very excited for this. Hopefully it does take the violent route. Obviously with Disney Plus, they do have their split sections for their movies and their shows and that, so I think it's still in the realm of possibility to expect something violent from this.
I'm most excited for She-Hulk. I think it's going to be a really clever comedy.
Yeah, I think so too.
It looks comedy-y.
Oh, 100%.
And they've been touting it as a comedy, so yeah. It's just good cast too.
Yeah, I think it's going to work. Yep.
I love him.
Just want to quickly end by saying congratulations to Paul Rudd for being the sexiest man alive.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah, well done. Apparently Ghostbusters is really shit.
Not surprised.
I'm not surprised either.
It was funny because we saw the trailer for when we watched 007.
Yeah.
I was like, that was probably the best trailer I've seen for this movie, but I still don't want to see it.
It also went for about 6 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it showed me the most of this movie. All the other trailers I saw were just like, it's like mysterious, and I'm like, I don't care.
The first Ghostbusters is just this like inconsequential little improvised Saturday Night Live comedy movie. Like it's not that deep.
Yeah.
You know, like, what did your grandfather? Your grandfather did it. They didn't
grandfather
have this,
was a kooky scientist.
They didn't
who
have
wanted to
this
catch
legacy.
ghosts.
Yeah, it was just they were a bunch of drunk failures.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point of the first movie. I don't get the legacy of Ghostbusters. Like, it just fundamentally misses everything about that first Ghostbusters.
It's just one of those ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't want to see it and I don't care, but shout out Paul Rudd.
You will not find it on this show, but we love the Rudd.
Good looking fella.
Alrighty, that's the news for the week. Let's jump into our main review. Let's talk about 007, No Time to Die, Finally Time to Die. Alright, so officially released 2021. This is directed by Kari Joji Fukunaga.
True Detective?
Who's signed on, did the full True Detective series, who signed on 3 months prior to filming.
Fuck.
Originally, this was set to be directed by Danny Boyle, but he left due to creative differences. And then 3 months before shooting, they went, how about this guy? You made some good shows.
Sure.
Let's bring him on.
Why not?
So he decided to give it a runtime of 163 minutes. Gave him a budget of an estimate of $250 to $300 million.
Fuck me. Wasn't Shang-Chi like 200?
Yeah.
Jesus Christmas.
The box office currently, since I typed this up yesterday on Sunday, $670 million.
Yeah.
It's got the money. This is gonna be a $1 billion movie.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes score, 84% critic, 88% audience.
Okay. Wasn't it very low when you sent it to me last week? Wasn't the critics?
It was when the initial releases,
like 39%
the preview
or some
screenings.
shit, yeah.
It was in. I think it was only down to the 50s or the 60s.
Okay.
Right. But
maybe I'm just projecting.
It didn't start off too strong. All right, our cast listing: Daniel Craig as James Bond, Léa Seydoux as Madeline Swan, Rami Malek as Lucifer Safin, Lashana Lynch as Nomi, Ben Whishaw as Q, Naomi Harris as Moneypenny, Jeffrey Wright comes back as Felix, Christoph Waltz as Blofeld, Ralph Fiennes as M, David Denchik as Vala Obrachev, Rory Kinnear as Bill Tanner, and Dalia Ben-Shala as Primo.
Okay.
A lot of people.
I don't remember most of those.
A lot of people. Yeah, I know. I know. So, Jack, your thoughts on 007?
It's bad. This is a bad movie. It's not a good movie, is it? It's not very good. It's really long for no reason, and it's not interesting, and it's criminally forgettable, and the plot dances around like it's about to ask its crush out, right? And it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna do it. It's psyching itself up, and then it walks up to its crush, and then it's nanobots. Are you fucking kidding me? That the plot of the final Daniel Craig James Bond movie is nanobots again.
Yeah.
It's every movie in 2006 was nanobots because we didn't know what nanobots were, so they sounded scary. Time Crisis 4, that you played a bowling alley, that's nanobots. And your $250 million movie is a nanobot movie. and it's ugly. It's an ugly movie. Like, try and remember one action set piece because the last hour and 10 minutes is in an abandoned missile silo.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if you've seen the inside of an abandoned missile silo. Not particularly interesting to look at.
No, not
A
really.
lot of brown walls, a lot of tall ceilings.
Yep.
Rami Malek's in it for 8 minutes and he sucks.
Yep.
He's not a good villain. I thought the point of Bond was like the wacky villains, or wild villains. It's not here. It's nanobots.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not good. This is not a good movie. It is Tenet all over again. Because I was excited for it. It goes for 3 days. It's pointless and it sucks.
Yep.
I hated this movie. I fucking hated this.
Jack, I'm in agreement with you, bud.
This is fucking awful.
This movie served one purpose and one purpose only. It was to bid Daniel Craig farewell to the Bond series and wipe himself clean and never have to return ever again.
Yes.
With how they ended this movie, which we'll talk about in the spoiler section.
So you can do fun movies again.
Exactly right. So we can focus on Knives Out 17.
Yeah.
I'll be happy with many of them. But no, this movie is, as you said, it is boring. It is so long. It doesn't need to be. It's basically split. It split itself into 2 movies, basically.
Yeah, but it's... Yeah. Yes.
So you get action sequence to start us off in the film.
Of course.
And then you have an hour and 40 minutes of nothing.
Yes.
And then you have action sequence.
Yeah.
And then resolution.
Also, the trailer showed everything.
Yes.
Absolutely everything. And unfortunately, we were seeing that trailer for a year and a half because it was delayed so much.
Yes.
But
yes.
yeah, the trailer shows you absolutely everything, including one of the last shots.
Yep. Which, as I said last week, that's what they do, and you don't realize it until you watch it and you go, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get away with this, but fuck you. People just aren't smart enough to figure it out. But no, there's so much that's not happening in this film that
it's like they're just kicking rocks.
It's literally just it's like having a moment where it goes, all right, here's one part of the film as a Bond movie. And then you go, okay. And then it goes, now we're going to fucking transition completely somewhere fucking else. And then we're going to give you a whole bunch of dialogue that means nothing.
Yeah. But it's the same plot. That's the problem. It splits off, but it's the same plot.
Yeah.
They're trying to do the same thing, and they're doing the same thing. Like, they're chasing a little USB drive. Then they get the USB drive, and then they're chasing whatever name they find on the USB drive.
Yeah.
And then they've got to put a bomb on something.
Yeah. It's...
Like, how do you get 3 hours out of that?
Because it's a lot of like, oh, Bond retired, and it's like, oh, now you're working for the CIA and helping them, and it's like, well, how about you come back to MI6? And he's like,
yeah,
sure,
right. Fine.
And then the new 007,
who is comfortably the best part of this, and she's also barely in it.
Also barely in it.
Yep.
But just is known as 007, and you're just like, all right, that was quick.
Yep.
Sure.
And then she's like, no, give it back to him.
Yep. Come on, he's like, can he be 007 again? There's fucking no walkers. Even though he's walking around like he owns the place anyway.
Yeah, he really doesn't have boundaries.
They bring back people they can, so they bring back Christoph Waltz to briefly return as Blofeld.
I don't know why he was in this.
Just to show that he's still alive, and really just to, for some reason, they couldn't finish Spectre off in Spectre.
No.
They had to let it trickle over into this one, and then
the whole first half of this movie is all a Spectre dying.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's split into two.
Right.
It's
so fucking forgettable, this movie.
It's like they forgot to end Spectre by like finishing Spectre, and then this one they go, we need to finish off Spectre. So what do?
Cut off all these loose ends.
Quickly put a fucking DNA gas nanobot bomb.
And for some reason they're all in the same room.
All in the same room.
In Cuba.
Bar Blofeld, who's obviously incarcerated in the fucking mental ward.
Yeah.
And then eventually come back to him and then have a brief moment with Bond and then, spoiler, dies.
And then, of course, it was like, that was my plan all along. Spectre was just a puppet. You're the real Spectre or something to James Bond. It's just like, well, no, he's not.
It said Spectre more times than it did Inspector.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
And like, what's funny is, so Christoph Waltz said he wouldn't return to play Blofeld unless Daniel Craig was to return to play Bond again.
Yeah, right.
So the whole time of this, not knowing what was happening with 007, he's like, nah, I'm not coming back unless he's back in it.
Yeah.
And after watching it, I'm like, really wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
You want to know who they had lined up to
Didn't
play
negotiate hard enough.
You know, like, who they lined up to play Blofeld if Waltz didn't come back?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Nope. Andy Serkis.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Serkis
Yeah, I
is
can
going to
see
be in the contention to
Yeah.
recast should they have needed to.
For that 4-minute scene.
For that 4-minute scene where they could have just probably just altered it and posted
But no, he does. Yeah, he just dumps exposition about his ex-wife, still wife. Did they get divorced, or did he just put her on a train and make her go away? I don't think they ever got divorced. Whatever.
Yeah, no, I think it's just on the train away.
What's her name? Marion. Madeline. Yeah. So yeah, Blofeld just like Madeline's the real villain.
Yeah.
And then Bond goes to Madeline. Madeline's like, no, I'm not the real villain.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking
And
about.
she's not.
No, she's just trying to fucking survive.
Also, you have a child.
Yeah.
And it's yours.
Also a child, and she's like, it's not yours, don't worry. And you're looking at this kid's beady blue eyes, and you're like, don't try and hide it.
I thought they were gonna maybe like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in Looper and make it look like more like Daniel Craig, just full Twilight baby.
That's a cursed image if I've ever
didn't do
fucking seen one.
But this movie just like literally just splits down the middle once Blofeld dies.
Yeah,
and then it's like, oh, you
that's
gotta chase nanobots.
Spectre's now done, and we've got an hour and a half left of the movie to try and figure out where this movie's supposed to center itself around.
Go to this grey, foggy forest, flip some Land Rovers.
Yeah. Which is okay.
Which is fine. Get on a plane, go to the missile silo, which is really dark.
Yeah.
And dingy. Shoot some bad guys sometimes, but mostly just talk to Rami Malek in a different room.
So let's talk about Rami Malek.
Don't outsmart him in any way.
No. But let's talk about Rami Malek in this movie. So James Bond, as a series, is supposed to center around a big villain.
Yeah.
So the movie kicks off with the introduction to Rami Malek's character.
Mm-hmm.
And to Madeline as a child.
Yeah.
And to why she knows him. And you go, okay, from the word go, we're getting the introduction to the villain. And then
so he will you would assume he's more of a presence.
Yeah. But then you go an hour and 40 minutes until you then see him again.
Yeah. Yeah. What
do you mean?
Yeah, because they had another movie to finish.
Be the villain to like have this.
Yeah.
If you want to end the Bond franchise for Daniel Craig's sake, give it a driving villain for the whole thing.
Yeah,
and as you said, Rami Malek does not perform well in this movie.
No, not really. He's like soft-spoken, kind of. He has a plan. He's the nanobots guy. He's behind the nanobots.
Yeah, there's a reason behind it all.
And he's gonna infect the water sources or something. He's selling it. Yeah. No. He's selling the nanobots off, and then they're gonna use it in wars.
Yeah,
wipe out all the bad guys.
Eventually, he's just gonna wipe out the world. Basically, it's a very flawed plan.
Yeah, one of his couple of scenes, he just explains that to James Bond, and the point of this James Bond is he's a brute. He doesn't use his brains or whatever, and I'm fine with that. Like
100%,
I'm right with that. And then James Bond just brutes his way out of it, but still loses.
Yeah.
Mild spoiler before the real spoiler, but it just nothing gets him anywhere.
No.
James Bond doesn't really need to be in this because he doesn't do anything.
Pretty much.
He gets the shit kicked out of him a lot.
A fair bit.
He kicks the shit out of some dudes.
That's one thing. Daniel Craig really puts himself into this to just be just a wrecking machine again.
Yeah.
And as it is again, he runs through a lot of walls again.
Yeah. I do like that. I do love a run through a wall.
And as again, like we reviewed our Casino Royale recap, gets thrown down a set of stairs again.
Yeah. Yeah, another stair fall.
I saw it happen. I'm like, don't you do it. And then he throws down the stairs and I'm like, you fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah. And they all have this massive respect for James Bond, and they all like roll out the red carpet for him in MI6, but he's just a pain in the ass, and he does everything wrong, and he's just like off the books, and he's always going rogue. Like, you'd think that would just blacklist him.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. And then and there's no passing of the mantle. Like, if that's what you're looking for with the new 007, that doesn't happen. Because she just, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full, sir. Just bows out of his way
Yeah.
and lets him be James Bond in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, there's no conflict. Like, he doesn't like that she's 007. He has a little twang of jealousy about that.
Even though he's retired.
But he just not even reluctantly, he just works with her. He's just like, all right, we're just going to get along and you can be 007 and I'll be
Everything
James
will be
Bond.
fine.
I don't even know if I'm on the payroll because I just keep going rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just get along, but he doesn't teach her anything. She doesn't teach him anything about himself.
No.
Like, as a, you have to be more than an agent. You have to be a human.
Yeah.
Because she's not, because we don't get any of her. We
No,
don't know that she's a human.
All we get is a phone call.
We don't know fucking anything about her.
Yeah, we just get a couple of phone calls that she's already done something, and it's just like, good work, 00.
And she's really charismatic, and like that actress is fantastic, but she just has like 6 lines and just trundles along behind James Bond. Okay, yes, sir.
She doesn't get put into it to where she should be.
Jesus Christ. And then they set up Anna de Armas at some point to be a bigger chess piece than she is. She's not. She's just there to look pretty.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes.
Like, it's like harking back to the Bond girl thing, which is gross, and they didn't even do that in Casino Royale, really. Like, they did a little bit, but but she just exists, and then it comes out that she's got combat training and stuff, and and Anna de Armas went so hard on the training. Like, if you see it on Instagram, she Keanu Reeves'd it.
Yeah,
she did everything herself. For what? For one scene?
Well, hey, if it gets people talking about that one scene, I guess you just got to take that as a win for yourself.
I guess it's one of the more memorable scenes. I guess.
Yeah.
Because some power poles fall over and make a spark.
Yeah.
And it's clearly on a set. It's a real set, which is nice.
Yeah. So Rami Malek sucks. Little parts there suck.
Oh yeah, that was the point.
Jeffrey Wright come back as Felix.
No, does he?
Very briefly.
Oh, he goes full Sully, which I quite liked. Full Uncharted Sully, because there's the through line of the cigar and stuff.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing a thicker accent in this one. He's really hamming it up, which I really like, and then he just dies.
Yeah.
He just dies straight away.
He gets fucked.
Because there's the betrayal of the CIA agent, Logan Paul?
Logan Ash. Logan Ash. He's working with Felix, and
Jesus Christ.
Turns out he's the fucking the defector that's working with fucking Obrachev with the fucking gas and the nanobots, and it's like, okay, where's this going now?
Yeah.
And then it's a chase to find him and kill him, which that happens in the foggy forest.
Yeah. He just accidentally crashes a Land Rover and kind of kills himself.
Yeah.
And James Bond pushes it.
See, as we're dissecting and getting into these parts, I'm sitting here going, is this all one film?
Hey, this is one movie.
It's so fucking whack.
This is a whole day off. If you have one day off work for the week, as you and I do, you and I only get one day off a week. This is the whole day. My session was 11:30 to 2:30. That's a whole day, pretty much. Like, you do a grocery shop when you finish, and then you're like, well, fuck, I have to go to bed and get ready for work tomorrow.
Exactly right.
And it's just like, why? Why is it so long? Why are there so many threads that's just all going back to the same pin that's not that interesting?
Yeah. So let's talk about the start of the movie. I think is probably the more memorable of the movie.
You mean the entire trailer?
Yeah, the entire trailer, the chase through the
DB5 chase
through the Italy city, which I think looks really cool with the driving and all that going through.
Yeah.
It's a cool action sequence. Obviously, the biggest signature move of this movie is the bike jump.
Yeah. There's jumper bike,
which is a fucking steep ass incline land, and that's real. That was a real stunt.
Yeah. In Skyfall, it was an Australian bloke called Robbie Madison. He's like famous for like Krusty Demons.
Yeah, I
and
know
all
the
that
name.
Shit. I don't know if he worked on this one.
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
cool
not too sure. Interesting one though. So what they used, all the car chase scenes in that Italian city at the start there, they used around 8,400 gallons of Coca-Cola.
Okay.
To line the streets.
Okay.
Coca-Cola acts as a sort of adhesive.
Yeah, because
on the road.
Yeah. If you've ever spelled Coke, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they use it so that the cars and the bikes don't skid out on themselves.
Yeah. Because it's like cobblestoney. Like, it would be terrible to drive on. Yeah.
So especially for that bike scene, you want to have it fucking coated. And yeah, apparently it's a real fucking job of people just like spraying things down with Coke.
Yeah, right.
And they're just like, it's really easy, and it's really easy to wash off.
Okay.
And I'm like, that sounds like a fucking shit cleanup job.
Yeah, it sounds
8,500 gallons is about 30,000 litres.
Yeah.
So it's about 30,000 bottles of Coke.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's a lot. It's a fucking lot.
Why wouldn't you just build a set with a better road? seems excessive, but yeah, okay.
That's where half the budget went. Was
Yeah,
fucking on a pallet of fucking Coke.
Oh yeah, and then you got the pseudo villain, the little henchman guy with one eye.
Yeah,
and
Primo.
the worst haircut you've ever seen.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
doesn't do much.
hangs around for a little bit
He's
at the
there.
start.
And then he gets a hot tea thrown in his face.
Yep.
And that's how he dies? It's not the tea doesn't kill him, surely.
No.
No, it blinds him and then he stumbles out and James Bond just fucking yeets him.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
A whole lot of yeeting.
Of course.
Is there any other bullshit to sort of talk about before we spoil this?
Yeah, so in the missile silo, he's got to stop the nanobots, but then also his daughter is there because Rami Malek is in love with...
yeah, Rami Malek.
Yeah, we started talking about it ages ago.
Yeah, sorry, yep.
Rami Malek nearly killed Madeline when she was a child, but spared her because he fell in love with her even though she was 6 years old.
It's weird. His whole thing was Madeline's dad killed his whole family.
Yeah.
But he survived, so he came back to get revenge and kill her family. But then the dad wasn't home. It was only the drunk mum.
Yeah.
So he pops her and then chases Madeline out into the ice. She falls through.
Yeah.
And instead of popping her, just breaks the ice and
saves her. But doesn't take her in or anything. It's not assumed that they grow up together.
His whole thing was sort of like, you're left with an impression and I'm stuck with you forever.
Yeah, even though she was a 6-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Exactly. And yeah, it sort of begs to say, how old was Rami?
Yeah, because he's all like burnt up and you see his chin under the mask and he looks relatively the same. But yeah, and then at the end, he's like, well, I'll just kidnap the daughter and then Madeline will have to live with me to protect the daughter.
Yep.
And then she'll fall in love with me or whatever.
He takes one of Madeline's hair samples.
Yes.
To be able to infuse it with the nanobots and he goes, so here's a little bit of insurance. This is your DNA, so if you don't want to kill your daughter,
because the nanobots only react to a certain type of blood, certain type of but
they can be adjusted to
but you can
attack.
You can
whoever.
inject that into it's fucking
that's the whole crisis to the movie is once the nanobots are on you, they're there forever.
And they can, Madeline has perfume at one point. That's how Blofeld dies.
Yeah.
And then she rubs it on James, and James gives him a strangle. And then the nanobots kill Blofeld.
Yep.
That happens a few times, and it's all setting up the end. Yep. But the nanobots can do anything to anyone, really.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of rules to it.
No, they don't really need to make a lot because, it ends the way it does.
Because nanobots...
So yeah, that's the whole thing is why we got to blow up this nanobot island.
Yeah.
And save my ex-girlfriend, current girlfriend.
Maybe still wife.
Maybe still wife, not my daughter, but is my daughter.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're gonna spoil the movie now.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just jump
straight
into it and fucking spoil it. Guys, if you don't want to know how 007 No Time to Die ends and what is Daniel Craig's demise, probably turn it off here.
Or maybe not demise.
You
saying demise kind of gives it away a bit.
Nah, because it's what happens to him by the end of it. That won't kill off Bond.
No.
Turn us off if you don't want to know. Come back to us after you watch it in 17 days' time, and we can talk about it together.
Oh, before you go, who is this for? Because you and I both went to packed theaters full of old people.
Yeah, so
anyone listening to this is not old. I'm guessing there's no senior
probably
citizens.
not.
So I guess no one's going to care.
Apparently, having a modern day Bond movie that breaks all the rules of the previous Bond movies, old people still fucking care.
Yeah, they give a fuck, man.
Because you were like, I don't know if it was just senior's day out, but then I went on a completely different day, and I had the same. It was packed of old people.
All old people.
The scent of old perfume.
Yeah.
Not good to be around.
Might have been nanobots.
Maybe
we're infected.
Maybe we are. So yeah, old people still love the Bond. Yep. So spoiler time. Let's jump into it now.
And it does. but it doesn't feel that old. But it doesn't feel contemporary either.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like... I fucking know. Take a shot every time I say this, but it doesn't feel like John Wick. It's not exciting and contemporary in that way, but it's not old and weird like the early Bonds. It's not racist and sexist like the old Bonds. So, yeah, it's just this weird middle ground of it.
I don't know if it's just
fucking boring thing.
If it's just old people just have such a connection to James Bond, they'll just power through and watch it because they don't have anything else better to do with their lives.
Well, neither do we, apparently. We both saw
exactly right. We did. And, we give you this show for free, so you don't have to do it. Okay, let's spoil it now. Let's jump straight into the spoilers, guys. Spoiler zone. 3, 2, 1. Turn us off. Fuck you. So, Bond.
He just blows himself up.
Gets blown up.
He gets blown up by
Bond is dead.
Russian missiles.
Daniel Craig's James Bond ceases to live. And it's not a... They didn't do it like a clever, or maybe he's dead, maybe he's not. He's fucking
he gets
well
fucking
dead.
Obliterated to
holy
hell. Yeah, because they didn't bring enough explosives to stop all the nanobots. Mm-hmm. They have a way to stop all the nanobots, but he can't get off the island in time.
Yeah, apparently.
And even if he could, he's infected with the blood and he can't live with his family.
Yeah, he gets infected because the last little fight with Rami is not a fight. It's literally just Rami shoots him a couple times and then... Bond just goes...
Gives him a good slap with a vial in his hand and...
Yep. And he's just like, you're infected, you can't go back. And that's where Bond is like, for fuck's sake, I just got it back.
So I didn't hate that. That's quite a grim idea when you think about it.
Yeah.
You finally get the love of your life and you finally have a daughter. You finally have purpose outside of being James 007, sorry.
Yeah.
You finally have all that and we beat the bad guy, holy shit. Oh, wait, no, you can't have any of that. That's grim. That's bleak. That's really fucking sad.
And that's why I only vividly remember the last 10 minutes of this movie.
Correct.
And I think it is the best part of this movie.
It's definitely the best written part,
100%.
Because I just stop and think about that, like, outside of the context of this movie. That's tragic.
What else would you do?
Genuinely tragic. You would,
it was literally heartbreaking.
No point, yeah. And fucking...
That's where all the emotion came into. There's no other leading up to it. Is that part when he gets smacked with the DNA and then this the look of dread on his face of going and realizing if he wants to go back, he can't. Yeah,
I have no attachment to James Bond or this movie at all. But when he's talking to Madeline at the end, I was fucking weeping like a baby.
I was ready to go.
Any sort of like love that you can't have or anything, I'm a mess. Any sort of love.
And the big pickup
I'm such
for
a
it,
sappy baby.
with Hans Zimmer doing the score.
Oh, yeah, the score is like sweeping and just
adds to that tension and that emotion. You just go, I'm going to cry over someone I don't give
Daniel,
fucks about.
Daniel Craig is quite a good, like, almost crier.
Yeah.
Like, he's almost crying in that scene, and you can tell it's, like, the most heartbreaking
Well, he just knows how to make other people cry.
Yeah. Yeah, because Madeline's, like, bawling. And, you know, he's still trying to be stoic and stuff, but you can tell, like, this is not what he planned.
Because he's sort of given, like, his goodbye speech to her, and then she's just sort of clicking, and then she eventually realizes what has happened, and
you think he's just resigned to either suicide or he won't be able to get out of it, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like, I'm saying goodbye just in case, and like, you know, if I die, so what? But at least I'll accomplish the mission. But he's not going, I want to die on this island. So I'm purposely staying behind. He's not doing that. He's genuinely trying. Yeah. But once he hears
it was a genuine try to get out of this. It was just the whole
until he hears that he's infected, and then he's like, I'm just gonna watch the sunset.
Yeah, because had he not, he would have gone full forward. If he had to swim, fuck it, he'd swim.
And because he's James Bond, he would have done it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's invincible.
But it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But no, we get that.
So I quite like that.
It's all this is as much as it is for the movie. It's for Daniel Craig. It's for the fans of the Daniel Craig movies.
Yeah.
We never thought we were going to get this movie with Daniel Craig to come back.
No.
If anyone remembers the remarks that he made early on, his statement was, I would rather cut my wrist than play Bond again.
Yep.
Largely due to the injuries sustaining from filming and just an absolute...
It'd be fucking
rot.
Grueling. Yeah, grueling to shoot.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's so much control and fucking bias over that character.
Yeah, there's
the
a lot.
Broccolis, we talked about in Casino
the
Royale, how
Broccolis in their
protected they are.
fucking Jamaican GoldenEye resort where the fuck he lives.
But yeah, this is definitive. He's fucking dead. Daniel Craig is not even going to do a voice.
Look,
he's gone.
There was rumours before he announced he was going to come back, stating that MGM offered him $100 million to do 2 more movies, which he denied.
Yep.
and said no. And then there was another one saying they offered him 150 million to do 2 more.
Jeez.
He said, I'm not doing it. And then something just clicked with him and he said, I'm doing 1 more.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to die. I think he wanted to kill off any possibility.
I think he took the Han Solo, Harrison Ford route, where the only reason Harrison Ford came back for Star Wars and new sequels
was to die.
was like, the only reason I'm coming back is you have to kill me.
Yeah.
He wanted to die in Empire.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't do it.
No.
So this one is like, you kill me or I don't do it. Because that's what deserves to happen for Han Solo.
Correct.
So I think Daniel Craig was the same sort of thing. It's just like, I don't want you to retire me as James Bond. I want this James Bond to die.
And for
that chapter to be
and it's a really
closed.
tragic, brutal ending.
Yeah. It's the only memorable part of this movie. It like the oldies were crying.
Yeah.
I could hear them around me.
Oh, bro, I was crying. I was crying like a fucking
Yeah.
baby. I cry out all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was him being a brute and fucking up. He was careless. He let himself get scratched and ended his life pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I should have brought this up in non-spoilers. Ralph Fiennes has one of my favorite fucks of the year because there's only one fuck in this movie.
Yeah, it is a very well utilized fuck.
And Daniel Craig, he's in a suit and they're having this off the books conversation about him being rogue, and Bond just let slip that he was going behind his back and stuff, and Ralph Fiennes gives the most genuine for fuck's sake, and
for fuck's sake,
it got a howling response in my theater.
Yeah.
The oldies,
the same with
all
mine as
over
well.
it,
They
yeah.
loved it.
and I was too. I was like, that is like, I always love.
I did not expect it. It came out of nowhere, and then it hit me, and I was just like, whoa!
I love a good use of their one fuck, and that is perfect. And I'm glad Ray Fiennes got it because I fucking love Ray Fiennes. Voldemort forever, come on.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a very funny fuck. It has nothing to do with the ending, but I just wanted to bring that up.
Yep, nothing at all. Apparently, Daniel Craig did know that since Casino Royale, this was how his Bond was going to end.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if that's just him just shooting and going, no, I knew this was where I was going to be.
Yeah.
Despite everything that happened.
Maybe he just...
Maybe they had that arc and maybe he was always going to say that a death of Bond should happen.
Yeah.
We don't know, but that's how it happened, and that's what we
like
got.
Just watching this movie, having it feel so dated to the mid 2000s, is just like such a tired, trundling along mess. No, it's not a mess because it's all well put together. It's just boring.
Yeah, exactly.
But this trundling along old school, not keeping up with its peers kind of movie. It needs new life. It needs. The Broccolis need to just not even take their hands off the wheel, just let go of the grip a little bit and do something different. And for that to happen, a Bond like this, Bond in general, has to die.
Yeah.
No more Bond. Keep 007, no more Bond.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. And
100%.
just fucking start again in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't wait that long.
Yeah.
But
Before we touch on the future of what we reckon, I want to run through the delay schedule.
Yep.
Because it was a fucking treat to write this out and see how many
very
times
New
it was.
Mutancy.
So, this film originally was scheduled to release in November 2019.
It's a very long time
Right?
ago.
It was then pushed to February 2020.
Yeah.
And then to April 2020. But then what happened in that? Pandemic hit.
Something
The world
happened.
got fucked. And they went, we'll delay it till November 2020.
Yeah.
The virus was a lot worse than people
this is
fucking
when-
thought.
Tenet was going to save the world.
Yep.
And then Tenet came out and nobody saw it and it was also shit.
Yep.
So they went, ooh, we're not releasing No Time to Die.
At this point, the production companies had already lost $60 million in estimates on marketing.
Yep.
So they were already losing out. So they went, fuck it, April 2021
Yep.
is the date.
Yep.
Didn't stick by that very long because we got our final delays that got pushed to October 2021, and then they settled on November worldwide, early November.
To put it in perspective, Daniel Craig was on SNL like this time last year, I think,
Yeah.
promoting it. It's a year between
You got to feel for the
your
guy.
final like late show stuff and like talking about James Bond. It's like, it's finally done. I can talk about Knives Out too. Nope.
Yeah.
You have another year of
Yep.
promoting this fucking movie.
Yep.
Oh,
All right.
but
So
finally,
what do we think on the future for the
finally
007
time to
franchise?
die. Well, there's a question coming up.
Oh, there is.
Chelsea's question relates to that. So
Okay, we'll talk about that in questions.
We'll talk about it in questions.
We'll talk about it in questions.
Finally Time to Die is not very good.
Finally Time to Die is a very boring and long movie with minimal action sequences that makes you want to watch Casino Royale again.
Pretty much.
And you should. But it is out everywhere. You can go watch it at the cinemas. Bear in mind, your grandpa or grandma will want to come with you. It's a good send-off for Daniel Craig personally, but as a film, it is a lackluster Bond film.
Yeah.
That it deserved more.
It feels like the 30th movie in a franchise.
Exactly right. All right, guys. So that is 007 done. Let's round out the episode and finish off the questions. And finally get some zinger burgers into our fucking tummy. Because, boy, I am ready for it.
I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry. We'll knock this out. We're nearly there. While this loads, if you guys ever want to send us questions, chuck us over on Instagram. Links are in the bio everywhere. Just if you want to send us a message, send us a message. If you want to wait for the post, wait for the post. Ask what you want. Doesn't bother us. Personal about anything. We don't care. Just bring it in. All right, let's start off over on the Instagram with AJ. Worst, best Bond movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of them.
Neither. I haven't seen any originals.
I know. I remember Die Another Day clearly because I saw it in theaters.
That was the first one I saw. My dad got on DVD. It was my first outing for Bond.
Yeah, and I think I loved it when I was a kid.
I did love it when I was a kid.
But I have since watched it again, and I'm just like, man, that's a stinker.
All I remember is the intro song for it.
Yeah, Madonna, I think.
I
think it was Madonna. Oh fuck! No Time to Die. This has the best intro song.
Yeah, Billie Eilish and Phineas. Absolutely. I love that they gave Phineas the credit for this as well. In the opening, most people would just say performed by Billie Eilish, but they went no, by Billie Eilish and Phineas. Same letters.
Well done.
That's who did it. It was a good.
It's a good song.
That's the one thing the Bonds do well. Their intro sequences are always fucking good.
It's great. But the best one's obviously Casino Royale.
Best one for me. Yeah,
that's just one of the better action movies of all time. So yeah, but I don't know enough, and like I always have that urge. I'm like, I should go back and watch at least the good ones. Yeah, but I don't care. Yep. I don't care. These are not for me.
Worst one we'll call Die Another Day.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Sorry, Pierce Brosnan, you're not that good.
Absolutely fine with that.
Chelsea, what would be your signature drink order?
Excuse him. I always just got whatever honey-infused whiskey there was as a double with a bit of Coke.
Yeah.
I guess just call it a double honey whiskey with Coke. Call it the Jack.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Just chuck us a pear cider.
Yeah, I'm not an exciting drinker.
I'm a Jim Beam and Coke.
Yeah.
If I have enough money in the bank account, I might get a cocktail.
Fuck that.
But they're just too expensive.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it has to be a double because I'm a crippling alcoholic and I have a lot of issues. Before my heart attack, I was big on the Fireball and apple juice. I think the Fireball might have had a toe in with the heart attack.
Very possibly.
But yeah, God, Fireball's so delicious and I love it, but I cannot go back to it.
Okay, thoughts on the suggestion that the next Bond is female?
Yes, do it. Change it up. Don't draw attention to it. Don't make a lot of jokes about her being a female. Don't go, well, you're pretty good for a female. All the critics are going to do that, of course. Just make, and this is what Daniel Craig said. Like, Daniel Craig himself literally said, it doesn't matter who you pass it on to, like, as long as it's not tokenism and as long as it's a good movie. Yeah. So just make a good movie first. Write a good script first.
Yeah. So would you like to see Lashana Lynch return?
Yeah. Yes. Fuck yes. Because she got zero play in No Time to Die, but she is interesting and she's cool.
She's got wit. She performs the way Daniel Craig did in Casino Royale.
Yes. She's got
as a beginning.
She's got this confidence to her that's just like, yeah, this is my job and I'm really good at it. I deserve to be 007. Yes.
But knowing Hollywood, are we going to get that?
Probably not, no.
Probably not. Broccoli, sort yourself out.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I'd be fine with the next one being female.
I don't want a tall white female. I don't want Uma Thurman or someone. Like, I'm sorry.
No, definitely not. Let's bring in the ethnicity. Let's make it diverse. Let's just change the world up.
But not in a tokeny way.
No.
Like, just write a good script, and it just happens to be a female person of
Yeah,
color.
give them their own character.
Yeah.
But 007.
Yes.
We're all sorted.
Fine. Don't do fucking nanobots again.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's jump to Lachlan. What's one actor you just cannot stand to watch in movies? Nothing wrong with the acting, just something about their face or voice.
I fucking
His
hate...
is Salma Hayek.
I fucking hate Jason Bateman.
Really?
Jason Bateman is... I can't stand him. I like Games Night. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
But I fucking hate him. I don't like Arrested Development, like, because of him. And there was a period a few years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where he was in every single movie of all time ever.
Yeah.
And Ozark as well. Like, Ozark was taking off. It's like,
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
fuck. And I don't know what it is about him. I just don't like him. I do not like him.
I hate Amy Schumer with a passion.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyone with a set of ears does.
That's not just her voice and face, but it's just the whole
The shtick.
her
Yeah, I don't like the
as
shtick.
a person.
I'm the same with Kevin Hart too. It's like, okay, you hate your wife. Okay.
Wives.
You're short.
Wives.
Yeah, wives.
Ex-wives.
Okay, you're short. The Rock can hold you like a baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Who else? It's the... I don't remember her name, but she played the villain in 22 Jump Street.
I've not seen that movie.
Oh, you haven't seen... Okay.
No.
It was just... This was her as a character. It wasn't her, like... not the actress herself. It's the character she played it so well to be such a hateful character that I can't fucking stand it.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm struggling to think of who else I don't like fucking like seeing in movies.
Yeah.
It's so hard to sort of think because I just sort of turn away and go, nah, fuck that cunt.
Yeah, I tend to like most people.
Yeah.
Except Jason Bateman. Fuck you. Fuck you, Jason Bateman.
Yeah, which is fair. Sorry, Jason. All right, round out with Alyssa now with her comical question of the week. Would you rather be connected foot to foot with interlocking toes or hand to toes with each other for a whole episode?
Ooh, I don't know. I guess
They both seem wildly impractical.
I don't love that. I don't love either of them.
No, I'm not on board with either.
Yeah, I don't like the... I think the feeling of interlocked toes would be so cursed. It would be so cursed.
Yeah, I can't even picture it.
Even like wearing a pair of flip-flops, you're just like, ooh, that feels weird.
Yeah, like why is there something in between there?
Yeah. But
Get out of there.
I guess hand to foot, that's quite intimate. We might reach a new level of friendship doing that.
I guess so. We're not getting to that point.
Yeah.
Alyssa, stop trying to make things happen to us on the episode. Trying to be professionals.
She's still
here.
pushing the hand holding, which is nice. She's really going to die on that hill.
Look, episode 100's coming up soon.
Where would we be without her? And
Anything
these
could happen.
crazy suggestions.
Yeah, if we ever get big, she can be our
God
producer.
love her.
And
But yeah,
the show will get better, wouldn't it?
I guess I'll go foot to foot because I don't know. I think I would be so aware. Of
Yeah, I'd rather that. I mean, I feel like I'd have more sensation in my hands, and I'm
We
just
get to like lie down a bit. Might be quite nice.
yeah.
Just hold the mics like just
Aerial
lying down,
view straight
just lying
down.
down like in front of the camera.
The cameras are straight up from
This is
the
for
bottom.
free, baby.
Yep.
$25 a month.
Here.
$25 a month. You can have more.
Oh God! All right, guys, that's the episode. That's the podcast done for
Didn't
the
she have
week.
two? I thought she had two.
No, she split them into two
Of course she did.
because it can only fit so much in one. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's the episode. Thank you for sticking around with us here. If you enjoyed it, if you like what you hear, make sure you subscribe, like the videos, like the audios wherever you listen to us or watch us. Chuck up a screeny. Just help us out where you can. We grow slowly.
Yeah.
It's only a hobby for us. We don't look for the numbers, but if they come, they come. It's mad. That's about it, eh?
Nothing to add.
Yep. Guys, description down below has our link tree where you can find us everywhere on the internet. We are literally crawling around, waiting for you to come subscribe to our content. If you want any merch, our Redbubble link is below as well. If you have any suggestions for any movies for us to watch, send them our way because we also have a second show.
We do indeed.
And is that show anywhere else, Jack, to find? Or?
No, it's not. It's right here on this channel and in this feed. You don't have to go anywhere else. You only have to subscribe to one place and you get 2 shows.
Exactly. It's called You Like That Extra, where we give you ultimately, more than less, we give you a choice of movies to pick a bunch from that are easily accessible, something that a lot of people would have seen, a bit more classic.
And it's just the movie, no questions.
Just
no
the
news.
movie. It's a quick 25-minute review.
Or streamlined.
Which we put up every Thursday.
Yep.
This main show you get Sunday on the audio. Well, today will be Monday for you, but...
Yeah, the last couple have been relevant to our main shows, but that's stopping after next week, which is Hot Fuzz, which is Edgar Wright's Hot Fuzz.
Yep.
Because Edgar Wright has a new movie out next week.
Yep. Which will be our next
very
episode, which will be
excited for
very
that.
fun on that one. All right, guys. Thank you for sticking around and checking us out here on the You Like That podcast. Again, every week, even through the midweek. My name is Adam, and I have and always will be one half of the You Like That podcast.
My name's Jack, and I don't remember my joke from the beginning of the episode. It didn't come to me. I've been the other half of the You Like That podcast.
All right. We'll see you all next week, guys.
Bye!